Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Operation Trident Watch Recognition Ceremony. I'm Captain Bill Radomski, the headquarters representative to the North Central. Throughout this ceremony, I'll be doing some things that will describe what would have happened if we were live. But in the meantime, we'll continue with as best we can given the scenario. Thanks. Please render proper respect as we play the national anthem. Operation Trident Watch, attention. Operation Trident Watch at ease. Thank you, everyone. Well, the Admiral told me I had 30 seconds to introduce her, so I will give it my best shot. 330,000 people are in the United States Navy. About 250 are admirals. The Admiral obviously made that enough said about a great naval career. The Admiral came aboard when we had an unexpected gap in the executive director position. Thank you for doing that, ma'am. And finally, what I consider the best part about what the Admiral does is she's raised the visibility of the executive director position, as can be seen by her being here today. So if I'd like to introduce to you Admiral Graf, Executive Director, United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps.
Well, thank you very much, Captain Radomski. Appreciate that. Good evening, cadets, family members, and unit leadership. It's an absolute honor and a distinct pleasure to recognize the task force members of Operation Trident Watch at tonight's recognition ceremony. You know, I don't need to say much about Operation Trident Watch because you already know what it is. It's a national virtual drill that provided monthly drill alternatives to those Sea Cadet units that were unable to drill in person during the pandemic COVID-19 restrictions. But I do want to talk about the tremendously talented task force members that made Operation Trident Watch possible. These task force members devoted countless hours to prepare, produce, and execute Operation Trident Watch. And these drills literally touched thousands of Sea Cadets across the nation. No, I'm not talking 10, 100, 1,000. I'm talking the impact on thousands of fellow Sea Cadets. One drill alone had over 5,000 views with drill credit provided for those Sea Cadets. And I want to mention it was not only the time that they invested in this, but it was also the talent that they brought to the table. The talent to research and prepare the presentations that would positively impact their fellow cadets, whether it was to educate them, whether it was to strike a chord, whether it was to light a fuse. I mean, they made a difference in those cadets' lives and got them excited to learn. And they brought not only their talent, they brought their time, they brought their expertise, but they brought their personalities. They had passion, they had enthusiasm, they had engaging personalities. You know, I logged on to the first one when I was driving from Maryland down to Georgia to go see the Orienteering Nationals with my two sons who are home on leave. One's a Coast Guard, One's a Navy pilot. And so I told him, hey, this is just a quick check-in. We're just going to check out this Operation Trident just for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get back to our radio station. But I became captivated. And my sons were captivated as well. So we spent the next 3 hours listening in the car, driving down to Georgia to Operation Trident watch. It had that much impact on me, as well as them. And afterwards, they complained to me. I made them do NJROTC in high school, and they said, where were the Naval Sea Cadet Corps? They could have done that instead. And they also remarked with how professional, how articulate, how engaging all the members of the task force were compared to some of their own JOs and their junior sailors that they work with every day. So that says a lot about the task force members. So engaging you are, but more importantly, you are all leaders. You're leaders of character, and you epitomize the absolute best of our program. You know, thousands of fellow cadets have watched you. Thousands of cadets admire you. Thousands of cadets want to be just like you. So you have truly made a difference. So, you know, my hat's off to you. I salute you, I thank you, and I congratulate you. So what I'd like to do right now is actually introduce the task force members individually, please. And I think we're going to have slides to go along with this. Is that correct? The first member I'd like to introduce is Warrant Officer Sheets. He's what I call the maestro. He was the series producer, the talent coordinator. He operated the broadcast studio. He introduced and concluded the broadcast, and he developed and managed the online quizzes for the monthly drill credit. And probably even more importantly, these were live broadcasts. He was the one in the background doing all the contingency plans. What if? How so? Can we do? I mean, just an amazing organizer, amazing creator. So thank you, Warrant Officer Sheets. Next up, task force member is Ensign DePippo. Oh my gosh, her enthusiasm, her passion is contagious. She created all the videos and the graphics for Operation Trident Watch. She established the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, and the Instagram. She developed and executed all the social media campaigns for Operation Trident Watch. She came up with the names Operation Trident Watch and Poseidon Strike. She coached and mentored the cadets on their presentation skills and topics. She delivered content during the live streams for the plan of the day and the results tally for the Poseidon Strike. Ensign DePippo has tremendous dynamic presence. She set the stage. Next member. Oh gosh, I'm out of order. Chief Petty Officer Ilyanov, call sign Dalmatian. He's from the Massachusetts Bay Division in Massachusetts. He was the host of the Chief Petty Officer interview show, and talk about a tremendous talent with respect to interviewing. Asking insightful questions, having the comeback remarks, developing that engaging conversation, a dialogue with the participants. He was also one of the team leaders of Poseidon Strike Recon. And Chief Petty Officer Geminiani, who I had the honor to personally meet during her visit with the CNO when she was representing the Naval Sea Cadet Corps with the CNO. She is from the HMCM William R. Charette Division from Maryland, and she was the one who did the ethical leadership training with the Kahoot session and was also interviewed as part of the NROTC scholarship process program. And next, Chief Petty Officer Galanche, who's from the Corporal Kyle Carpenter Division from New York. He led the physical fitness training, the ethical leadership presentation. He did the knot tying competition, And as a sailor, I can't tell you how difficult it is to teach knots online, but you did it and you held a competition. He also did the Marine and Navy helicopter training, and he was one of the Poseidon Strike Recon team leaders as well. And I also have it on the best of authority that he skips out early from work, where he worked at the grocery store just so he can attend his meetings. Thank you, Chief Paymaster Gollenge. Chief Paymaster Rolls from the Battleship Missouri Division from Missouri. He was the one who did the Pearl Harbor training, did the SEER Challenge escape room, did the Blue Angels history presentation. He was master of the GimKit online training platform, and he was also one of the 3 Poseidon Strike Recon team leaders. For those of you who don't know what the Poseidon Strike really was, it was the militarized scavenger hunt. So he was one of 3 team leaders responsible for the 3 list of items that the audience, the recon teams, had to go find for their intelligence value. And yes, you were one of the 3 who led me on a merry chase looking for things around my house to present. So thank you, Chief Rolls. Paymaster First Class Payne is from the Battleship Missouri Division, Missouri. He led the SEER Challenge escape room, and he taught the history of the U.S. Marine Corps, Marine and Navy helicopter training, and he did the House of Pain online physical fitness, where I understand his mission was to destroy Chief Paymaster Rolls, a fellow cadet from the Battleship Missouri Division, on his last online PT session. Talk about competitive. And yes, you destroyed me. My arms were sore the next day from all the push-ups I had to do. Thank you, Paymaster First Class Payne. And Paymaster Second Class Rustovec, who was, oh, by the way, the North Central Area Sea Cadet of the Year. Congratulations to you. He's from the 911 Division in Illinois. He did the aircraft carrier history. He did the interview with the Blue Angels pilot in AT-1. And he was also Poseidon Strike Recon team leader. And I believe that rounds out the team. So I'd like to close as I started. It was a tremendously talented team, and I salute you, and I thank you, and you all made a difference. Thank you all, task force members.
Thank you, Admiral. Ladies and gentlemen, I will try to describe how this would look live if we were able to do it right now. But what would happen is we would have the Admiral would present the following awards to those as they stood front and center. Normally, the Admiral would present the award itself facing everyone while shaking the hand of the person receiving the award. Of course, we cannot do that today, but I will read the awards as we proceed. So front and center, Warrant Officer Sheets. The United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps presents the Distinguished Service Ribbon to Warrant Officer David Sheets for distinguished service as set forth in the following citation. For sustained service to the NSCC during the period of 1 March 2020 to 31 May 2021. Warrant Officer Sheets conceptualized, organized, and led 2 nationally impactful recurring cadet virtual training events, namely Operation Trident Watch, the National Monthly Drill, and Real Sailors, Real Sea Stories, currently serving sailors sharing sea service excitement with cadets. The combined result of the events was a better trained and prepared cadet corps. Additionally, the periodic episodes provided adult leaders with tools and improved retention made for the value-added drill experience, and most importantly, enriched the difficult virtual encounters that were caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. In short, he was the catalyst making the Naval Sea Cadet Corps better in one of our most difficult periods. Warrant Officer Sheets' professionalism, commitment, and devotion to duty reflect great credit upon himself and are in keeping with the highest traditions of the Naval Sea Cadet Corps, the Navy League, the United States Coast Guard, and the United States Navy. Signed, Rear Admiral Robin L. Graff, Executive Director. Congratulations, Warrant Officer Sheets.
Thank you, sir.
Now we would have front and center the following cadets and officers: Ensign DePippo, Chief Ilyanov, Chief Geminjani, Chief Gollinch, Chief Rowells, Petty Officer Payne, and Petty Officer Rostovic. The United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps, the Meritorious Recognition Ribbon is awarded to Ensign Brittany DePippo, Chief Theodore Ilyanov, Chief Zovia Gemignani, Chief Eric Gollinch, Chief Raphael Rolls, Petty Officer Austin Payne, Petty Officer Nathan Rastovic, for service as set forth in the following citation. For sustained service to the U.S. NSCC during the period of 25 November 2020 to 31 May 2021, while serving on Operation Trident Watch, the National Online Monthly Drill of the United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps. You immersed yourself in the operation, resulting in a dramatic increase to the training and education of Sea Cadets and Navy League cadets throughout the nation. Operation Trident Watch provided a monthly drill alternative for Sea Cadet and Navy League Cadet units that were unable to meet face-to-face due to COVID-19 restrictions. You developed exceptional and engaging online content that kept cadets involved and excited to attend drill and to plan for future stimulating opportunities within the Corps during a 3-hour live broadcast. In short, you in company with the rest of the team created enthusiasm, fostered hope, and simply made it fun to learn. Well done. Ensign DePippo, Chief Ilyanov, Chief Gemignani, Chief Gollinch, Chief Rolls, Petty Officer Payne, and Petty Officer Rostovic. Your professionalism, commitment, and devotion to duty reflect great credit upon yourselves and are in keeping with the highest traditions of the Naval Sea Cadet Corps, the Navy League, the United States Coast Guard, and the United States Navy. Signed, Rear Admiral Graff, United States Navy Retired Executive Director. Congratulations, cadets and officers. Normally, we'd have a time for you all to now speak, but a little complicated in this particular scenario. So before we close briefly, I wanted to thank everyone for coming. Admiral Graff, thank you for speaking and for being here. Your presence added decorum and honor to this. Moms and dads, thank you so much for raising the cadets that you have here, for raising young men and women that are willing to get a challenge like this and exceed at it and continue to achieve. Our future is great because of them. Officers, Warrant Officer Sheets, Ensign DePippo, thank you, and all the other officers that are listening on YouTube right now. Thank you for what you do for all these young people and for serving the Sea Cadet Corps. You know that you are making them better citizens, and thank you for that. And most importantly, cadets, thank you. I can sleep at night knowing that you are the future, and that is amazing and wonderful. Thanks, everyone, once again. As we now retire the colors, once again, this would be done live with cadets moving the colors from where they are posted to leaving the auditorium. We're not going to be able to do that, so we'll retire colors. Retire the colors.